Two new problem areas have opened up for Volkswagen this week after a scandal that's already roiled the German car maker. On Monday, the Environmental Protection Agency in the US, that's the environmental regulator, disclosed that they'd found in 10,000 new cars a defeat device that detected when an emissions test was taking place and lowered the nitrogen oxide emissions. Piquantly, it found that some of the cars were a Porsche Cayenne. That's notable because Richard Milne, who is the new chief executive of Volkswagen, was from 2010 until this September chief executive of Porsche. It places him in the firing line for the first time and puts him under pressure. That pressure was intensified as VW responded rather tersely, denying that it had installed any illegal software. Investors and analysts were worried this meant a clash with regulators who are already looking at imposing billions of dollars of fines on VW. Then on Tuesday came a second front. It wasn't just nitrogen oxide as in the initial revelations and the Monday revelations from the EPA, it was also carbon dioxide too. 800,000 cars are thought to be involved, VW disclosed, saying that they'd understated carbon dioxide levels. They estimated the cost at €2 billion. That's got investors worried again. The shares on Wednesday were down by up to 10%. But for Mr. Milne, some analysts see this as rather positive. They see that he's leaving no stone unturned to get to the bottom of the problems at VW. And they also think it's a sign that he's serious in his desire to impose a new culture of accountability and decision-making at VW. So where does this leave us all? Richard Milne is definitely under pressure, but that was clear from the start. He's a head of a car maker that's facing fines and lawsuits that could total up to $30 billion, according to analysts. But VW is facing tough questions. There are a debate about whether its culture and governance contributed to this problem. Its culture was described by some as like a dictatorship. Dissent wasn't tolerated. You weren't allowed to admit to mistakes. Investors have also been worried about the governance at VW, thinking that the supervisory board hasn't done a good enough job in controlling the management. So wherever we go from here, VW is facing a lot of tough questions, and there's still quite a long way to go in this scandal.